Hi, Masters. A very good morning to you all. Thank you all for joining us from all across the globe on this beautiful Sunday morning. Welcome to My Time Weekly program presented by IFSS on every Sunday morning. In this My Time, we all gather here to do group meditation and discuss wisdom on various topics. This program is co-partnered by organizations Shambhala Solutions India, Omega Pyramid USA, Breath Universe Australia, Joy USA. And today's program is hosted by Omega Pyramid Dallas, USA. And I'm Bhavani Sharma Masters. And we'll start today's session with a 30 minutes meditation. If you wear glasses, please remove them, Master. Please sit comfortably. Thira Sukha Asana. Cross your legs. Clasp your hands. Fingers into fingers. To calm our mind, let's take 3 deep breaths, Master. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax your forehead, Masters. Relax your cheeks and tongue. Relax your face. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. Relax your back.
Madam, your voice is not audible.
Relax your back and relax your upper body and relax your lower body. Relax your legs and relax your whole body, Masters. And now observe the happening of your incoming and outgoing breath. There is no need to visualize anything, and no need to chant any mantra. Our breath is our guru. Let us be with our breath for the next 30 minutes. And gentle music will be played in the back. Just be with your breath, Masters. Let's come back to the present moment, masters. Let us fill our hearts with love and gratitude. Let's extend our gratitude to Mother Earth for her love and compassion, and to our parents for this beautiful life, and to our beloved Guru Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji for this wonderful meditation, and to ourselves for taking this time for ourselves. And gently place your palms over your eyes, masters. On the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To gently open your eyes with a big smile, master. Thank you all. Welcome back, masters. Hope you all had a wonderful meditation. And now it's time for us to get into the next segment of today's session. And today we have a wonderful speaker with us, Mr. Srinivas Reddy sir. And today's topic is the mystery experience. Brief intro of Srinivas Reddy sir. Mr. Srinivas Reddy sir is the founder of Swajha Yoga, self-study, a spiritual initiative. He met Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji in the year 1995 and got introduced to Anapanasati meditation and practices regularly. And he read thousands of spiritual books and has been guiding spiritual aspirants in the magnificent area of Swajha Yoga for the past 8 years and has great wisdom and extensive practical life experiences. Welcome, Srinivas sir. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay then. Yeah. Okay. Then, I think good morning, and I really don't know what time zones all people who are attending are in, but good morning or good day. So, the word experience is every individual, they use that word, especially every spiritual seeker, once they starts their practice or sadhana, they'll be using that word experience rather more uh, in their talks or in their conversations. Uh, but what actual experience is, and why I have chosen this concept called mystery of experience, uh, it's a very long journey. Okay, it's a very long journey, and how this book, actually, why I have to put a title called mystery experiences. Actually, I wanted to introduce this book. The title of the book itself is The Mystery Experience. Mystery Experience by Timothy Freak, a revolutionary approach to spiritual awakening. This is the book. This is the book every spiritual seeker should read. In this book, his intention was uh, there are two types of seekers, or there are two stages of practice. Whatever people practice, most of the people, they do the practice will be on the first stage. The practice will be on only the surface. He means to say that the practice will be on the surface, more of surface uh, kind of book reading, surface level meditation, surface level of trying to know things. But the point is, the seeker will be doing it on the surface level. Then only small percentage of people, they go into the deeper levels. That can be deeper thinking or deeper questioning or deeper sadhana or deeper meditation. That is what is the difference between people who come to meditation, they do meditation practice for a small time period, and they give up, and they give a big break for their sadhana, and again after some more years, after a long of gap, they again choose meditation. They do it for some days, again they leave it. Such kind of practitioners, they can never know the real consistent things happen once you practice consistently and regularly. So this book, especially this book, says a very key important point. That is what I wanted to emphasize. That is what I wanted to share with you people, because nowadays what's happening with I think can share. Okay. Yeah, this is the book, and this concept helped especially to a lot of people, because this book was written in very long back, 2009, but this is one of the favorite book of Patriji. Lot of people doesn't know. So I had to, like, take the liberty or to introduce this book to the attendees of IFSS. This is one of the favorite book of Patriji, the mystery experience. And why this book? Everything is so normal in this book, but what I wanted to really share today was a concept called uh, of course, everyone will be wondering, like, every time you sit in meditation, that excitement, that awe way of emotion should be there in every seeker. But what I wanted to, like, speak, or everyone to ponder on, was this concept called paralogical thinking. Wherever I see, or within my own personal experience, or family experience, or group experience, or work experience, what happens is, the first thing is, either the listener or the person who wants to convince the other person, they get so much stuck in a world called logical world. If some people, like, you want to introduce some concept, uh, you want to help them with a nice information and convince them. Most of the people will be in that logical mode, and that logic can be either, again, logic will be like, the water logic, or hard rock solid logic. Most of the people will be like, they never come out of that their logic. Even in spiritual experience, what happens is, every either people be logical with their spiritual journey, or people drop their logic completely. They drop their logic. Without logic, you see a lot of people doing their journey. But the most important thing is, unless and until you go into a deeper state of exploring your own meditation, you will never understand this paralogical thinking concept. Because whatever happens in first phase, actually in Zen, what they say is, the first phase of meditation will be like, we can describe anybody who enters into meditation, irrespective of their age, irrespective of their gender, irrespective of their background, cultural background. The first phase of meditation will be like, everything looks like flowing of water, will be like water, flowing of water, and mountains will be mountains, waters will be waters. It will be like, oh, everything is so natural with my meditation. I sit, okay, I see that, okay, I see mountains, okay, I don't have any experience, okay. It will be more soothing way of experience. As soon as you enter, either you feel peaceful, or you get something, and then you feel that it's okay. For everybody, the first phase is like that. It may remain for 1 month or it may remain for 1 year, but first phase will be like this. The second phase is rather more important. Second phase, what happens is waters will be you will be seeing like waters will be like mountains and mountains will be like waters. You never your questions will not be answered. Whatever happens in your meditation will be like, it is something very confusion oriented, long waited answers, long waited, you need to wait so much time to better understand what's happening in your meditation. Everything will become reverse in second phase. And most of the people, they become dropouts in the second phase. And again comes the third phase. Again, waters will be waters and mountains will be mountains, but with a deeper understanding. That is where this paralogical thinking pops in. You read a Buddhistic scripture, okay? As soon as you come, you read a book called Meditation is Easy book, and you go and talk to other people. What happens is those people will be very diametrically opposite way of doing meditation. Their technique will be that. And you try to convince them, like, only this is authentic meditation. What meditation you are doing is wrong. Because every time you start thinking, already a paradox will be already created. Unless and until every individual becomes, they transcend both the opposites or embrace both the opposites, you can never survive in this meditation practice. That is what he wrote in this book, Mystery Experience. Everybody wants magical experiences. Okay? From birth to death, throughout your lifetime, you will not have miraculous experiences. You will have some experiences which are not miraculous. Now, how would you embrace them? There will be some stages where you feel left out. Now, what kind of thinking you should do if you are a meditator? That is where this paralogical thinking pops in. Logic is for concrete mind. Logic is for your daily things. For your spirituality, even you encounter a opposite view, that opposite view also you need to embrace or you need to transcend that. So see, both paradox plus logical thinking will give you a key called your spiritual experiences, the mystery which is there beyond your mind, that gives you awakening. Only then people will understand. Every house you see, you do one kind method of meditation, the other person will be doing some other technique of meditation. Okay, or you will be reading one kind of author. It doesn't imply everybody on this earth should read the same author. They see, their perspective will be from the opposite angle. Unless and until you embrace that opposite angle, opposite view, then you can transcend both the views. Otherwise, the conflict always will be there in one's way of functioning. So try to understand the paradox plus logical thinking is soul level thinking. Soul level thinking means you need to embrace your paradoxes. Paradoxes means opposite views. That is what this concept was, the favorite concept of Patriji, and that was given by Timothy Frick. We got this book in 2012. Actually, I think he wrote this book in 2009. 2012, he read the complete book. Then a lot of things started changing in Pyramid Spiritual Society after reading this concept. Even in organizational structures, everybody who is having a group, all group consciousness issues, all like more people working together, they need to cultivate this paralogical thinking. And what this paralogical thinking is, the wave particle paradox. I want to focus on one particular paradox that scientists have found informs reality on a very deep level. In deeper level, everything is, it looks like whatever we do, there is a paradox to that. And all people are talking about quantum things, and no one is touching the word paradox. The need for paralogical thinking arises from an important insight. Life is profoundly paradoxical. You read whatever happens in spiritual orientation, what happens is, people who comes from a different background, like, people who come from Sufi background, they are always advised to read Bhagavad Gita. Or people who come from Hindu background, they are all advised to read Sufi books. Unless and until you understand the paradoxical teachings, you can never interlink the common similarities between all religions. And without that, these gaps, these kind of misinterpretations, misunderstandings are because people never cultivate this paralogical thinking. Either they give up logical thinking, they think that logic is not necessary in spirituality and surrender to the guru. That is what creates the superstitious people. And people know the importance of science, which has to be played in spirituality. They know the paradoxy happening throughout the spiritual journey. This person or any person who has really physical experience with their spiritual experiences, they know the importance of transcending paradoxes and using their logic in their spiritual journey. At first, such spiritual paradoxes can sound like mystical mumbo jumbo. So I want to ground our discussion of paradox in the empirical discoveries of hard-nosed science before using paralogical thinking to cast new light on the insights of spirituality. You see, most of the people, they unless and until you self-inquire in a deeper level, most of the individuals, they don't know why they do meditation. Either particle means your physicality, wave means your non-local domain, or your what you all people call as soul is represented in a wave form. The particle is your physical body. Most of the people, they do come to meditation to make their particle nature more efficient. I should get a job, I should get some money, I should get out of this, I should get out of this. Only because of these things, that means they are addressing only their particle nature. They really don't know what their wave nature is all about. So this man is saying, like, this wave particle, the particle's presence will immediately creates the wave. So everybody is a bilocal being. Unless and until you cultivate that paralogical thinking, you can never understand your journey. You can never predict when you will be a particle, when you will be a wave, when you will be in the spiritual domain, when your core will be in the physical domain. Nobody can predict it. Only every individual can know, oh, what kind of transaction is happening between this wave and particle. Only the experiencer knows. Nobody can say, oh, this man is a materialistic fellow, this man is a spiritual fellow. Nobody can predict that. Why this is happening is because you create something here, the opposite, the paradox will be immediately happening. You want to conduct a class regarding meditation, somebody will oppose it. That opposition, all it, the intention, whenever you want to do something, immediately the paradoxical thing happens. Unless and until you embrace that and make it added with the logical concrete mind, you can never understand why the people are opposing you. That is what this book is about. Wherever you can apply it, wherever you want to apply, but basically try to understand how the experience for us, like, we started our journey, especially myself, 1994, things were like, more smooth, like, more of water flowing. Okay. There is a vision or a mission to be achieved, like mountains are mountains, rivers are rivers. That was a phase for 10, 15 years. For the entire group, mountains were mountains and rivers were rivers. After 2004, what happened is everything started looking upside down. Nobody cooperates. Nobody, like, working with other people was impossible from 2004. Everything looked more inverted. Like, the things which we said to others, we were not practicing. And like, quantity was increasing, quality was decreasing. Initially, quality was maintained, quantity was very less. After 2004, what happened is we had no control over the quantity. And you see small, like, a person teaches something, somebody, I don't want to take up names because again, it makes everyone more personal. Somebody teaches some teachings taken from somebody, immediately something paradoxical teaching will come. And people get confused and say, this fellow says something, this fellow is not saying something, or this fellow is not saying something. In everything, whenever you do something in the physical activity, what happens is immediately a paradoxical thing will manifest. Unless and until the opposite thing inside your mind, you transcend that, you can never function from your intuitional karma sharira. Once you understand paralogical thinking means, oh, everybody should function from karma sharira, then the group will learn that. That is what he means to say. That is what is the need of the hour. Everybody are in a way of, like, creating something. They are not embracing the paradoxes. I get a teaching from Buddhism, immediately some Tao teaching will come. I take a word or a phrase from Mahabharata, somebody from other text will get the very opposite view. And like, people listening to both the things, because they don't know how to bridge that, they get confused. And everybody knows. Everybody takes Mahabharata or Bhagavad Gita teachings as if Krishna is something, Arjuna is different. They never see the teaching as, oh, Krishna was in a wave form and Arjuna was in a particle form. And the teaching is which helps you to create paralogical thinking, which transcends both the things. Most of the people either stuck with the answers given by others or only stuck in their own questions. I've seen a lot of people talking like, I have so many questions, nobody answered my questions, because you are never being in an answer zone. You don't want to take up the answers. You don't want to take up the solutions. You are only stuck in the particle or wave things. You'd never understand the paralogical thing. Every question has an answer, but the answer is coming from where? Which source? Only if the answer solution comes from your inner nature, that will give you the light. Other people's answers for you will be in a very temporary way. I really don't know. Am I confusing you people or like, actually I wanted to, I was like, he was asking me, Sharma, like, take a class, but what can I speak? I have to speak only these things, because always what we were taught was like, always go to the fundamentals. Logical thinking is either or thinking. This is what? Do meditation or do book reading or do Sajan Sangatya. In your behavior, there is logic. But teaching people spiritual science is only logic enough? We are living in a logical world. This whole world is logical world. Only logic is never enough. Then pops in this paralogical thing is both this and that thinking means we have to know the wave and particle nature both. Logical thinking says that light is either a wave or particle. It can't be both. Paralogical thinking says that light can be both a wave and particles because life is inherently paradoxical. Neil Bohr explains there are trivial truths and there are great truths. The opposite of trivial truth is plainly false. The opposite of great truth is also truth. Means we need to function from a unified mind. We are really getting confused between our journey and world's journey. Once you cultivate or ponder on this word paradoxical or paralogical thinking, what is happening with your journey, what is happening with your group journey, your community journey, and what is happening in the universe, you will transcend both the things only with paralogical thinking. Otherwise, small groups, subgroups will be getting established. Logical thinking is based on the principle that something is either true or is not true. So the opposite of logical truth is plainly false. Paralogical thinking is based on the realization that on deep level, life is paradoxical. So the opposite of a paralogical truth is also true. Ponder on this, you will know. I have coined the word paradoxity because I want to avoid the confusion caused by different ways of understanding the more familiar word paradox. From a logical perspective, paradoxes are problems to be solved. But from paralogical perspective, a paradoxicity is the resolution of a problem. Paralogical thinking allows to embrace paradox. Indeed, rather than try to avoid paradoxes, we seek to understand paradoxicity of whatever we are thinking about. Niels Bohr once said, "How wonderful that we have met with a paradox. Now we have some hope of making progress." Unless and until you see some other opposite viewpoint, how do you think you will progress or evolve? That is what is full moon's meditation science is all about. Leo energies are diametrically opposite to Aquarius energies. Unless and until you embrace both the energies, you can never be comfortable in this energy full moon times. Scorpio and Taurus are two opposites. Unless and until you embrace both those opposite energies, you always have conflict in those times. Pisces and Virgo. are two opposite energies. Then comes paralogical vision. And every master will not have a vision to get manifested. Or somebody's vision, it looks paradoxical to a lot of other people. Paralogical, both this and that thinking is looking out of both eyes. When we think paralogically, we see things from two complementary perspectives at once and gives depth to our understanding of life. So finally, what he wanted to, this is what is the essence. Unity and complementarity constitute reality. Most of the people, they are putting a slogan that oneness, oneness. There is nothing like oneness because all people are divided within themselves. How can divided people contribute to unity? Impossible. Unless and until you become unified, then you can contribute to the unity of the universe. Then comes complementarity. Complementarity, everything has a complementary thing. Either masculine energies or feminine energies or females contribution, how that needs to be done, or rich people, poor people, or two things everything has a complementary nature. And most of the people are not understanding. You create your reality means you need to understand the unity and complementarity which exist in your system. That creates reality. Most of the people, they are using their hidden agendas and they want to create reality using their mind stuff. Then what will happen to your heart stuff? Who will educate your heart? And most of the systems thinking is being prone to heartlessness. Wherever you go, you see heartlessness. You feel heartlessness. You see more of mind stuff. People are not becoming mindless. They're becoming mindful. And suddenly now something pops in heartfulness. Arey Baba, heartfulness, mindfulness are complementary. That needs to be unified. Then you create your reality. If you speak of heartfulness, people will subtract mindfulness. If you teach mindfulness, no one will cover heartfulness. Again, you have a special school, some other school with some syllabus. But no one teaches you, oh, you are a holistic being. You have so many different parts within you. That different parts, it needs to be integrated more. First, you need to become holistic. And whatever book you read needs to give you a vision of holism. Then whatever meditation teacher you encounter, he gives you a thing which is missing in you and make you more holistic. And how can you become more holistic? Becoming more unified inside and understanding your own complementarity. Then you create something, do in your social reality or creating external reality. That then manifestation happens. This is what it is soul level thinking. This is not personality based thinking. So that will give you the mystery experience. And to understand paralogical thinking, at least 30, 40 years, you should know what is happening in this world. Why there are so many different kind of perspectives. Then everything will fit into the right place. Then we know, okay, now this functioning is happening. Like we need to embrace the paradoxicity existing there. Then you'll understand Mahabharata or Bhagavad Gita more authentically once you ponder on this word paradoxicity. Then you understand more Taoism more better. This is the sign of Taoism, like, a white circle with a black dot, and this black thing has a white dot. Like, wherever you see, actually, from 1990, I have never seen anything called feminism or females' role in spiritual organizations. No one was talking about that. Suddenly, feminism pops in. Like, females should contribute. Females were always there in this creation. Why is that shift from masculine to feminine suddenly? Because they were neglected, that they were never embraced. And suddenly, everything changes, gear changes, and everything becomes Mahila Dhyana Chakras. It means the earlier Dhyana Chakras were males Dhyana Chakras. No, people were like, saturated with their mind stuff. Now they started feeling their heart stuff. That is what feminism is. These two are complementary. Taoism teaches, yin and yang teaches complementarity. The same thing is there within you. You have heart, you have mind. Again, you come to Hindu description, you have Idanadi, Pingalanadi, Sushumna. Everything is hot, cold. Everything is same principle. But no one is like, transcending that paradox. At a given time, you whatever book you are reading or whatever practice from which culture you are taking up is creating the paradox. That bias, that cultural bias, that why to convince people, do this meditation should not be done. The most important thing is educate everyone on the principle of paralogical thinking. Only then everything will be in the right place. That is the mystery experience. The mystery experience, a revolutionary approach to spiritual awakening. And you go to his website or read this entire book, he covered everything. He covered Zen, he covered Hinduism, he covered Buddhism, everything. Then he came with a thing called Baba, the mystery or the experience you want to have is like, it is based on the principle of paralogical thinking. Other than this, I don't have anything to discuss on IFSS platform because again, I don't want to create something which creates a paradox. So try to understand, like, what kind of paradoxes are existing, okay, and transcend your paradoxes. Okay, that point I wanted to mention, and one more point is, a lot of people they use this word. Okay, what is that word? Experiences. Like experience is a very loaded word. Like, a person will contribute. I have a lifetime of experience. I write a book and give it to you, and you think that my 70 years of experiences within half an hour or within 10 minutes, everybody can really understand that. You need to understand the word experience first, basically. And I see a lot of people without knowing the meaning of the word experience, they use that word as experience. Experience is not what happens to a man or woman. It is what a man does with what happens to him. You sit in meditation, you see something, I became great. No, you are becoming much worst. Now, after experience, what are you trying to do with that experience, which that defines you? Everybody becomes, they talk to Buddhas and Jesus in their meditation, and they come out of their the so-called claimed experiences, and their behavior is so, I really don't know what kind of beings they are seeing in their meditation. And don't name it as experience. Experience is not what happens to you, it is what you do with what happens to you. Experience means to come face to face with reality on the level where you are. Experience means to understand the course of the event and the effect of the event on you and your environment. Higher experiences are collaborations of experience in the past and present. Higher experience are buried experiences within us which do not have interpretations. Experience have many levels, and we can give them various names to differentiate them. mechanical experiences, events which are result of our stupidity, painful experiences, pleasant experiences, uplifting, enlightening experiences, experience of contact with reality, experience of achievement. Now, what kind of experience every day you are having out of these 7 things? You should know. Everything, put it in a shelf of experiences. Oh my God. This is the real definition of real experiences, authentic experiences. So today I wanted to actually share that paralogical thinking, this thing, and one more book, which is such a fantastic book. Everybody should read, because I think you call on IFSS platform. I can only give you some latest things which really are good. Okay, please give me a second. I need to. There are so many things. Uh, wow, 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 wow. Ravi. Okay. This is one of the 7 gateways of spiritual experiences. Awakening to a deeper knowledge of love, life balance, and God. Jonathan Ellerby. This is one of such a nice book. Like, okay. The geography of spiritual experiences. 7 super states of consciousness. Whatever may be your experience or the paradoxicity of that experience, you can put the entire anybody, every meditative practitioner or a seeker, their experiences will lie in the 7 principles. The first is experience of truth and beauty. Or the paradox is the experience of uh, truth and beauty, or what happens is the experience. No, 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 no. The experience of truth and beauty, or experience of falsehood and chaos. The second, experience of ordinary magic. You won't become extraordinary by having miraculous experience in your life. You become more ordinary with miraculous experiences. The experience of the spirit world. You go in with your astral body. What is your greatness? You just went and watched that spirit world and came back. And in this book, The Mystery Experience, this man says, don't go and fight with your egos, because it is also part of yourself. That is why after reading this book, Patriji started, like, anybody who teaches about ego, he used to stop them, because ego should be also there in the spiritual journey. And next experience is experience of the cosmic self. Again, there is a division in cosmic self. Some people teach only Shiva Sutras. They don't teach other sutras. Again, there is so much of division there. The experience of divine energy. Whatever practice you do, either you have experience of divine energy flowing inside. You don't teach other experiences. You don't embrace other experience. You are only obsessed with, oh, I want energy. That obsession is what is making you are not embracing other experiences. experience of formless spirit, the experience of pure consciousness. These are the only 7 experiences existing in, like, throughout all religions. Whatever practice you do, these are the 7 types of experiences. And this is paralogical thinking. And this is you need to know the real meaning of the word experience. Now, let us start speaking out what kind of experience do you have once after you come out of your meditation session. Nobody tells any painful experience. Everyone are in ecstasy. Okay, you did meditation, you feel that you feel that ecstasy, but why you are working with other people? Why are you not in that ecstasy state? What happens to your miraculous thing once a crisis hits your daily life? Oh, you are not a 24 hours God, you are a part-time God, maybe. This is what I wanted to put or share with you people, like, the mystery experience is based on paralogical thinking, which is so based on quantum physics. Please know the definition or different types of experiences, and these are the 7 gateways of experience. The experience are given to you with a complete creation, and you are part of that experience. So that is what I wanted to share. Okay. So if you have any new things, I can come down and share with you people. And that Sharma is like, he always wants me to speak, but what can I speak? If I have anything new or any particular topic people wants me to speak, then I'll prepare and speak. Otherwise, I have to be like, show such kind of books. And I really don't know how many people have read this book, The Mystery Experience. This was one of the favorite books of Patriji. And I see, like, everything which he read from this book, which he has given the essence, but nobody's practicing. That is what we need to embrace it. Because all people who follow a teacher, particular teacher, they really don't know the core teachings of the teacher. That is sorry state of affairs. Very sorry state of affairs. Unless my personal thing was, if there was so much clarity, understanding paralogical thinking, that whatever is happening in our group consciousness, he started getting adapted to that. This book helped him a lot to function with PSM. This is one of his favorite books. I really know. That is why I have to, that is my duty to share with you people. But read this book. 99% of your group issues or family issues will be resolved once you ponder on this concept of paralogical thinking. And then it's up to you. Introducing part, I can again touch the fundamentals again and again. Again and again, we can look into the fundamentals. But you people have to take it up, go through it, wherever needs to be applied. That application part is to be done by every individual. So today I wanted to introduce Timothy Freak. He's one of the finest contributor to Swajaya Yoga, and that is what I wanted to share on IFSS platform. And I really, Swarnalata madam, she even translated that paralogical thinking into Telugu, I think 10 years back, and we never printed that booklet. We got translated that paralogical thinking into Telugu also, but she was the person who translated that. And I really don't know, did she discuss with this concept on IFSS platform? Swarnalata madam, she knows this concept, paralogical thinking.
Srinivas ma'am.
Uh, she knows the importance of paralogical thinking. Paralogical thinking, but the booklet was translated by Swarnalata madam. I remember. అప్పుడు చేశారు గుర్తుందా? అది. So today's need for all seekers, for all teachers or whoever you may be, please understand and read this book, The Mystery Experience by Timothy Frick. It is a humble request. This is not an order. Otherwise, if people start in the paradoxical way, they start understanding, oh, why this man is commanding us. Well, your intention will be, we should be beyond the polarities. So don't get confused with the opposite versions of the teaching. There is only one teaching, and complementarity, both combined together, it creates reality. That is what is the essence of entire Taoism. You again don't have to read the entire Laozi or Confucianism or Chinese philosophy to understand this small principle. Yesterday, even Jaggi was saying the same thing. Transactional world and transcending world. How can you transcend? Only with paralogical thinking you can transcend. That bridging will be done with only with paralogical thinking. So all quantum science field people, please put some light on this paralogical thinking and educate people on the principle of paralogical thinking. That is what I wanted to convey today. That is what I wanted to share. This book was lying with us from 2009, and I have to use this book on 2024 now. We have to wait for 14, 15 years to tell the importance of paralogical thinking. Any questions? I think these three things are enough today. So today my seed word was like, experience. I wanted to put more light on the word experience because all these 30 years, I like, all people are telling other people experiences as their experiences. Nobody will tell your experience. Oh my God. You read something, you tell his experience, but what is your experience? How can this book really helped us to make some decisions in the PSM? Because everything started looking very inverted in our journey, especially in the time of 2012. Everything was literally inverted. Then do you think some guide from Astral Worlds helped us? No, this book helped us. A teacher in the form of a book helped us to understand the paradoxicity of functioning. All people will be saying, oh, your teachings are ultimate, but a time will come when people will not be with your side. That is the paradoxicity. You need to embrace the paradoxicity. All people will be there in the family. All family members will leave you. That is the time you know how spiritual you are. That is what his consciousness shift means. And we had that experience and we know the importance of paradoxicity. Then we are the people we need to speak. I'm not speaking theoretically. I know the physical application of paradoxicity. Okay, any more questions?
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Swalatha ma'am, please would like to say a few words, ma'am. Please unmute yourself.
Yes. Every time when I used to hear you, again it will be a practical experience for some time, and again, like everybody, I will be also in dreams and everything, and for some time I will be in practicality.
Yeah,
I have to accept it.
Yeah. That is why the role. Next year, what kind of books we have to read, we really don't know. We are always that Swadhyaya yoga is from present to future, unknown. So books, like, that is why he kept a very important thing as Swadhyaya as one of the foundational pillar.
Pillar of PSSM, yes.
You can't read 1910 books now and say that, oh, that's not inspiring. Something will be there in this world written in a creative, with a creative. Every book is a creative, comes out of creative meditation. Every book comes out of creative meditation.
Yes.
Not otherwise. Go to his website and see Timothy Freak, such a wonderful fellow. He wrote a book called Soul Story, Soul Evolution. Read important books. And you can only understand this once you understand paralogical thinking. You will understand more of Milarepa. Everything he read. Spend some time with his website, then all nonsense will go. Why everyone is full of nonsense is because they really don't know what to spend with most essential books. And the paradox, opposites of that. So this is one of the most important book in PSM journey. I know because I was there.
So,
Okay.
thank you for introducing all those things for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you,
Balaji.
ma'am. And now I would like to invite the chairman of IFSS, Mr. Rajan sir, to say a few words. Rajan sir.
Yeah. Yes, Srinivas,
Sir.
as usual, it was very inspiring, but also, I should say, all innovative thinking because I have never thought about all these books. I should confess. But can you tell me this mystery experience? Who is the author? Is it Timothy Freak? Isn't it?
Yeah, Timothy Freak.
And what is the Neil Bohr's book? Neil Bohr.
I'll just tell you.
I'm noting down these things because each time you speak, I feel like noting down everything.
His name is Jonathan Ellerby.
Jonathan Ellerby has written about spiritual experience.
Yeah.
Okay. That is that 7 types of spiritual experience.
Yeah. Is Jonathan Ellerby.
Okay. Now, I got some fundamental questions. It may be fundamental. Please excuse me if it is fundamental, even though I am in the movement since 98. Okay. Now, there was a situation, say, after I got introduced to Bhakti in the year 28, then I found a paradox within my family. in, the, in the sense, I was not getting any experience whatsoever because I felt it's my job just to organize the programs and then sit down calmly. And if I'm able to sit 1 hour continuously without any thoughts, that is good enough for me. Okay. But whereas for the others in my family, my wife, particularly my wife, both my daughters and grandchildren too, they all started having astral experiences, and particularly clairaudience. Okay, the clairaudience was in plenty in both my wife and my daughter's case, and that really helped them to advance a bit more, probably. But I advanced only in as far as organizing programs are concerned because I organized 13 programs in 4 days. That happened. I can't take credit for it because each time I went there, people loved the program, and then again another program gets set, and 2 or 3 more programs are set at the same place. Okay, that is probably due to some godly intervention, I should say, not because of my own efforts. So I continued to be like this, but a point came when I thought this is too much. Huh? But I should know whether I am really progressing or not.
Yeah.
Then when I asked Patriji, all that he said was read Carlos Castaneda.
Okay.
When I read Carlos Castaneda, I realized what is the difference between a stalker and a dreamer. Okay. Then I reconcile myself to the thought that it's not my area, my territory to go into deep into meditation and then get experiences, etc. It is okay as far as my body, mind, and soul are kept together, and I'm able to function without any hitch. That is all what I wanted, and that has been happening all these. Okay. So I'm contented with that, and experiences, I would say, I just had two or three very good, very excellent experiences, and that is more of an intuition. Like, I'll just narrate simply in just two lines. I got a vision that in my meditation that I am with the Chief Minister of Karnataka, and we are on the same stage, and we are talking to each other. Okay. Believe it or not, within about 10 days it happened. And the occasion also came because I was connected with the Reserve Bank and all that. So being in the highest pedestal in that area, I had an occasion to speak, and then we spent almost 2 hours together. Okay. So this was the only experience I should say, which really gave me a boost to what I was really doing. So I just would like to know from you, what is the state of any person, whether he's an IFSS member or not? What is the state of the person if he doesn't have any experience whatsoever? Or like me?
Only thing is, we should never own our experiences. That is the entire essence. Every experience become wise.
Yeah.
Once you don't own it, that is the only thing we need to point. People start owning their experiences. That is where they become so stagnant. A real wise experiencer and a normal experiencer, the only difference is he never owns his experience. That's
So,
it.
no,
It,
the,
it happens through you.
oh,
The experience, you are part of the experience.
yeah.
In that experience, the experience happens through you, and you play your role. There are two things again. That role in that experience is not you. You are even that playing that role. You should remember that you are the soul. You are not the role.
You are the soul.
Ah, and like what happens is the experience makes you that you over-identify with the role, and you really miss the most important point in your life.
And do you feel the saddest part is that people don't really uh, show any signs of improvement or development even after 10 years of meditation or 12 years of meditation? Is it true?
Improvement happens only when people start thinking holistically.
Yeah.
No part in anybody is bad, but I need to fit into the thing which I need to do something good to Rajan sir means I need to really help him where his spiritual needs are fulfilled. I can't babysit everybody. You got the point. It's like,
Yeah.
you have an old story.
Yeah.
The spiritual teachings always goes, the fundamental story, oldest story is the elephant is there. The king will send 4 kind servants and with their closed eyes describe the elephant.
Yeah.
And one person will touch the trunk and say that this is a great tree. It's like
Yeah.
tree. Somebody touches. That is how the meditation spiritual science is like. That is what entire Veda says. Everything is Purnam already. The whole creation existence is already Purnam. That Purnam, that existence Purnam, you need to fuse with that Purnam. That is meditation.
So they see it blindfolded.
Ah,
Ah.
wholeness already exists. Even we are not there, wholeness exists. Now, where that wholeness should reflect is in your spiritual activities, your thinking activities, your relating activities. There should be a thing called holism. Paripurnam. That is what they say, Purnam.
Yeah.
They never said partial. They said Purnam. Everything is Purnam.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Then all this synthesis, all this integration, all this holism has only one thing is like, don't be divided in sense. There is exclusive emotional science is not there, exclusive mind science is not there. All are the part of the science.
I love this part when the 7 types are discussed. They also say painful experiences too. So they're also experiences. It is not something
All experiences will lead to eternity. What I feel is like, become people with true experience, real experiences will make them timeless. All experiences will take you to the timeless zone because that is the source of everything. And all experiences are not at all time based and especially past based. A real experience is which make you not come out of that past.
So as long as you tread the line or you go into the same line, I think everything is okay with you. Isn't it? Can I take it that way? As long as you go along the path of meditation, irrespective of what experience you get or don't get, I think you are on the right path. Am I correct?
Absolutely. The right experience will always be in the right path.
Yeah. One more thing you had mentioned about 2004 and earlier. Post 2004, how did that development take place? That is, you said the
Development,
quantum.
this is what, like, initial days, what happens is you have teaching as the top priority.
Yeah.
You got the point? Then
Yeah.
what happens is teaching has to be compensated with the, the administrative things are some. The second phase, the creation of environment for meditators were rather more priority than teaching, upgrading teaching.
Yeah.
In the first phase, only the understanding teaching and assimilating teaching was the top priority.
You mean theory was more?
More. And
Theory
second phase, what happens is creating an environment was given the priority.
Oh.
Only establishments. This area is good, and slowly 3-4 years there is no upgradation of spiritual technology.
Only
Absolutely.
geographical expansion.
Yeah. So again, after that, okay, again we need to complete the area, we need to emphasize more of theoretical or most latest insights. Because without teaching, there is no enthusiasm in group activities. And how does the enthusiasm come once that Patriji needs to sit with the books, he needs to get the essence of all books, and he needs to put it into the listener's need. And that would give them the enthusiasm that was the boost energy. Now, how come he gave so many concepts? Because he has seen all the paradoxicity of the teachings coming from there and there. Okay, initially there was most of the Hindu-based, they were always against that, saying that you people are teaching more of Western philosophy in India. That friction was there. Yes or no?
Yeah.
That was there. Now, all such kind of people, they come to Dhyan Chakram and give their lectures.
People come from west to east.
Yeah. So you see, that paradoxicity was there.
Yeah.
And most of the people think that we people never speak of Vedas and Puranas. We always speak of Puranas, Vedas, Adi Shankaracharya, Bhajagovindam. And everybody labeled us that we are Western readers. No, that is very fabricated statement. We read Vemana. Vemana was there. Adi Shankaracharya was there. Puranas were there. Milarapa was there.
Yes, yes.
Annamaya was there. Potana was there. Then whom did we leave? We are true Indian Upanishads and Vedas and Puranas were always covered in PSM. We are not exclusive, we are inclusive of them.
So, was there one question, Srinivas? So, was there a complete change in the methodology adopted by Patriji after reading the book History Experience?
Mystery explains that is what is like paradoxity is like something happens, you need to get tuned with your wave nature.
Yeah.
Like there is so much of blaming on you. You can't say that because of I don't have a real followers, I'm getting blamed. Like he got to know that what the direction where he was going was more authentic. You could see the paradox. Everyone were appreciating us. Suddenly a kind of attack was happening. Then how can you survive?
Yeah.
You need to transcend that attack.
Yeah. Especially when you find that less of people who are more enthusiastic about meditation.
Yeah.
The number is less. Turnout is less.
Yeah.
For a question, Srinivas, how do you explain these different types of meditation going on in our country by different organizations? I'll tell you one example in my own lifetime. That is, I find one organization saying after 3 years you get a promotion, you become from a gumasta, you become an attendant, you become a clerk. I mean, from a peon, from a lowest level, you become a clerk. From a clerk, you become an officer to executive. Okay, this sort of mentality is there in certain organizations, and they are proud of that. So within 20 years, the man comes to become a CEO. Okay, so by experience, it's not because of his knowledge or because of his real spiritual experience. So there are organizations like this. Don't you think the people who are members of that should try to do some self introspection to see whether they should even continue there, or should they not try to find out how much they have learned or how much they have really improved?
A real learner will know only studying the opposite things, you develop your mind. Mind will be developed only by studying the opposites. In the whole nature, there is daytime and night, light and darkness. And this darkness is never being studied, it is being hidden. Okay. So both light and darkness, what happens is increase of light is what you need to function from. Then slowly darkness will disappear. And especially in the age of Aquarian, what happens is, this is why people call it as Aquarian age, means this is manas based, means mind based teaching should take you to the intuition based teaching. This is not desire based teaching. This is buddhi manas, not kama manas. Kama manas means your emotional desires will never take you to your intuition level. Buddhi manas means this intellect should become intuition. So for intellect, what happens is that mind fitness should be there. So for that mind fitness, you can have some mental exercises or meditation. Some people may not sit into meditation because they never have single-minded focus. Once they get trained with the single-minded focus, they can sit in meditation. So these are three words: First is concentration. Concentration means your mind becomes single focused. Or your mindfulness, all these things they teach you focus, attention. Then comes, oh, I need to become more conscious. Conscious means you need to become more efficient using your mechanism. Then you go into contemplation. Deep meditation is known as contemplation. You go into thoughtless state means you are contemplating. Deeper meditative state is known as contemplation. So these three layers will always be there: concentration, meditation, and contemplation. Contemplation means you entered into the thoughtless zone, but you go into that space, learn something, get back into your mind and give it to the service of the people. You don't go into the space for your own profit. You go into space, get something, that energy or something, that technology, you use it for the humanity's upliftment. That is known as contemplation. So anybody can start with concentration or end with contemplation, or people with their evolution, they choose their own contemplation techniques or meditative techniques because they have that single-minded focus. Mantra is not a bad word. Mantra means you use that mantra to make that mind to come in your control. You people don't do meditation properly. You don't criticize mantra. Mantra, it works for people who are like, they want to put the baby steps. All other people like, Deepak Chopra or TM Maharshi Yogi, they teach the seed mantra, bija mantra they give, because they see mind in two levels. They see the noisy part of the mind will be conquered with the mantra. And we are focused more on with breath, the noise should be conquered and the thought should be overcome. Both the things should happen. They are only focusing on only the sound, noisy things in their mind they want to overcome. That is why they use the word om. Why they want to use om means the noisiness in their mind, they want to decrease it. At least they have a plan of action. And most of the people, they do meditation, but they never overcome the noise part in their mind. What Michael Singer is the real Jnana Yogi. He wrote a book called Untethered Soul.
Untethered soul.
Untethered Soul, Surrender Experience. What did he teach? Like how to understand the noise happening inside your brain. That is what he taught. He learned from meditation. Jnana Yoga means, with the evolution of the earth plane, Hatha Yoga means only your physical body. Dhyana Yoga means you start with your Karna Shariram, your intuitional body. And there is Raja Yoga. Raja Yoga means who is the king inside you? Your higher mind is the king. Isn't it? Raja Yoga was there, Karma Yoga was there, Hatha Yoga was there. Now, why Agni Yoga means? Agni means synthesizing. Agni means it is directly proportional to your spirit. Agni means synthesizer. It becomes more inclusive. That is what Agni Yoga teachings are. Agni Yoga teachings are what Theosophy people teach, or Tarkam or Helena Roversech, Nicholas Roversech. They all teach Agni Yoga teachings. And again, they come teachings. One is Agni Yoga, and we teach more of air. Wind means breath based.
Yeah.
We are breath based. They are Agni based. That's it. Technology is same. They start with fire. We started with breath, wind.
One last question, Srinivas. It is how far food has an effect on.
Pardon, I didn't get you.
How far is food, our food? How far is food influencing our?
Always there are only three things. Okay.
Hmm.
What makes a food which makes me tamo gunamu, I should not choose.
Okay.
Or I should not choose a food which makes me rajasic. Okay. Only thing is intentionally always go with sattvic food. Okay. And meditation makes you what the best objective and benefit of meditation is whatever may be the non-essentials in your life, even in your dietary things, all non-essentials will get repelled from you if you do
Oh,
right meditation.
automatically.
Automatically. Why again a big branch of discussion? Don't eat these, don't, because whatever is non-essential to your system, it won't fit into you if you do
Yeah.
meditation. So emphasize the more essential part. What happens is people always like divide and rule policies. They don't meditate, but they like vegetarianism. It is not like creating a socializing gang. If you meditate, all non-essentials will get rejected from you. That's it. Again, why worry about what am I not eating or what am I eating? Only thing which fits you will take. That's it.
But has the Western world started accepting it? This point that sattvic food is always
Yeah,
indifferent.
again, any food which comes from sunlight is good. Again, everything boils down to I don't believe the word organic. I believe the word natural. Anything natural is good for any human being living on the planet Earth. First, people needs to become more natural, and first, people needs to leave their superficiality. Anything natural, you become natural.
So I think Patriji used to say, whatever is natural is right, whatever is right is easy, and whatever is tough.
That is absolutely the organic principle of spirituality. That is what is organic chemistry of space-based organic chemistry. You always need to tune to the space, but live on the earth plane.
Yeah.
That is why we are not spiritual beings having human experience. We are not human beings having spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having human experience. You see the paradoxy of the statement.
But even when there,
Yeah. This is the paradoxy. Most of the people go, oh, I'm a human being. I'm having a spiritual experience. No. The paradox is right. You are already a spiritual being. You are just having a human experience. That is what our next book in Telugu is all about. A Walk in the Physical by Christian Sundberg. We got translated that book into Telugu. So we are going to release that book in December.
we are doing so
The
much.
whole content of the book is same thing. Are Baba, you people, in the spiritual context, how a human being should function. 160 insights, translated by Swanartha Madam.
Oh, so great.
So this is what we call our boundaries of contribution. What I mean, like, if people respect other people's boundaries, everything will go healthy. People enter into other people's boundaries, every kind of unhealthiness starts. You need to play your role and make other people play their role, understanding that paralogical thinking, then everything will be in the right place. It teach, that is what the real meaning of meditation means. You become more adapted. Adaptation is the right definition of meditation.
That is flexibility.
Yeah.
The flexibility. If you
Yeah.
do rigid, then of your
Yeah,
office.
absolutely, absolutely.
That facility had entirety, I should.
Yeah.
Thank you, Srinivas,
Okay, okay.
for clearing all my doubts.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rajan sir, for this wonderful question asking, and then thank you, Srinivas sir, for explaining it very elaborately. Thank you so much. And masters, if anyone else wants to ask any question to sir, or you want to share anything, please raise your hand. And I think yeah, I don't see any raised hands, sir. Yeah, thank you, Srinivas sir, for this wonderful session. Yeah, thank you for explaining to how to embrace the paradoxes to get a little more progress. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you, masters, for all joining us and sharing your energies with us. We'll meet again next week with another wonderful master, another session, same time. Thank you, masters. Thank you all. Have a good day.